Alright, so, I gotta say, this creature character, hands down, has to be the greatest diff between online evaluation of this character, or community, we'll say, evaluation of this character, to my own personal experience with this character. Now, we all know I'm not a huge fan of the hook, but I can grant the argument that hook is technically a good item. I just don't really see it. Maybe I misplay it. I know I misplay it to some degree. I just really value my rolls, and seeing options and holding stuff and just having it miss sucks. But I can grant that maybe fishhook is fine, but I cannot grant that creature is supposedly the, people are literally saying it's the best character in the game. And I say it's the biggest diff for me because I honestly think this is one of the worst characters in the game, at least on Crash Zone. It didn't really stand out to me as being too hard when I beat it on Abyss, but I am living in a different world if people think this is the best character in the game. I would literally put it like bottom 5 character in the game for me. I have lost so many times on Crash Zone with this character. It's like, you think you're doing good, and then you just die, because everything is cursed. And like, your benefits aren't actually that big in my opinion. It's like, the -10 range at the end of each wave actually does become pretty relevant if you are using a ranged weapon. It's less relevant for melee, but mainly the experience gain is really crappy too. It's like you're losing an entire scar worth of experience every couple of waves, or every few waves. And, a cursed fishhook really isn't that good. It's not that much better than a normal fishhook. It's like 7% bonus, pity bonus instead of 5% bonus. Ooh, so good. But definitely the 35% curse is good for the weapon additional scaling. I just don't think all of this together makes some OP character, and in fact it seems like a pretty weak character to me, so maybe I'm just doing something wrong, but whatever. Now, I've tried every weapon to see if anything feels great on this character, and it doesn't. My thought was, something like SMG would be good, because it normally doesn't scale that well with its primary attribute, so adding a 35% scaling on something that, we can get a lot of, which is Curse, would be good, but the minus range really hurts it. And I don't know, it feels good until like wave 13 or 14, and then you just die, is my experience with that. Same with Shredder, same story there. A lot of these other weapons just don't make a whole lot of sense to me to take, because like their scaling is just fine. So like adding the curse scaling doesn't seem like a gigantic benefit. It really seems like Shredder or SMG is what this character might excel with. If I think of the main advantage here being the 35% curse scaling. But maybe I'm misunderstanding this character. Cacti Club would be good if the curse also applied to the bullets, but it doesn't. So, I think we'll just do SMG though. That seems to be the best in my head of what would benefit on this character. I will also say, this latest patch has been pretty bad. It's okay right now, but maybe it'll be fine because I'm playing on my PC. I mainly play on my deck, but one thing I will say is, for sure, it's like bugged on the deck because, when lag happens, so for instance, the SMG does not fire as fast as its cooldown is supposed to fire when you have like lag issues. That's what I've noticed. Like literally, I've counted it out in the first wave there. It's like, instead of shooting every, with like a 0.1 cooldown, it's like a 0.5 cooldown. It's actually ridiculous. So there is that factor as well. So we should lock any of these items seem okay. Butterfly is okay, but not like early, so I'll try for something else and try to lock a weapon as well. I don't think, maybe the shard would be okay, but I don't think feather either. Okay, bag definitely. Alright, all three of these are good locks. You got 2 greedy items and a weapon. I mean, it could just be as simple as, like, I've been playing on my Steam Deck, and weapons that are supposed to be good for this character just aren't good when the game is glitched. Could just be as simple as that. Maybe this character will feel incredible on my PC here. Alright, we got the loot alien. I do wonder if I meant to buy that. Well, too late. Lock that. Yeah, whatever. What's the difference of buying it an hour later? Not that much. Honestly, it was the item I least wanted to be cursed, but whatever. At least something got cursed. Which is better than usual for me. Usually takes about 5 rounds for that to happen. Yeah, I mean, some of these characters, it might just be as simple as, like, playing on the Steam Deck just isn't possible because the latest patch is so shitty that, you know, you can't play on it. Could do luck, could do damage. I don't like luck, but this early it's probably better just to take the 10 luck versus the % damage. I think we still should take range damage, even though we have the curse scaling here and there, just when it comes like that. Okay, we have great curse luck so far, so at least that's going for us. Okay, we definitely want another fish hook. Do I lock the cake? Probably, because it's really hard to find HP sometimes, and if it gets cursed, so be it. It's not a great cursed item because the minus 1% damage does not get reduced, and the HP is not like massively increased, but I don't know. That's the conundrum with me and Fishhook. It's like, do I only lock the stuff that really benefits from it, or do I just want something to benefit from it, you know? Because obviously something benefit is better than nothing benefiting, but if it's at the expense of, like, I would have had the other better items get cursed, then I'm like, okay, I don't know if that's like a misplay or not. This might be worth it since we do scale curse, and this is like such good sustain. I think I will take it, actually. Could take the harvesting. Yeah, this early we should take it. Could take the trident. It, not really. I mean, it would, yeah, it doesn't make much sense to do that. So, yeah, we'll take that. Do I leave this cursed? Or do I leave this to get it cursed? I think I do. Now it's like every roll from here on out will suck. If I buy this, I can still roll once. Let's do that. Not gonna luck a pistol. Do I like a weird food? Because we do have 10 luck. Probably. See, this is where I'm like. Penny bonus 21 on top of having 2 different looks. I'd probably just keep the SMG here, because that's really what I want to get cursed. I can honestly also make the argument that the SMG is not a good cursed weapon in the sense that, like, getting some extra range damage scaling doesn't change too much about the fact that these already scale off of curse damage, and it's not like the attack speed can massively change or anything else. Like, I guess the crit modifier could get better would be the only thing I could think, so like it could make it better to go crit on it, but yeah. Some harvesting, sure. Alright, we got that cursed, nice. Take that. Probably should have took that armor item. I don't know, whatever. We're eventually going to want lifesteal, so I don't want to dump any lifesteal pointlessly. And we don't care about region, so I could just lock that. Alright, that's already cursed, we're definitely taking that. Good RNG so far, I gotta say. But I ain't kidding you, I've been playing on the deck in my spare time here and there, and I think I've probably lost at least 6 times trying to beat Crash Zones with this character, so there's no way I can sign off on it being the most OP character in the game for me. Obviously, I'm not the best player in the world, but, you know, I cleared the Abyss pretty quick. I definitely think Crash Zone is harder than the Abyss. I'm very adamant on that for everything. I don't know what people are smoking when they say the Abyss is harder. But, I don't even remember what my original point was. Maybe I didn't have an original point, who knows. Just buy that and keep rolling. It's not worth me. Okay, this one I'm definitely taking. That I'm definitely taking. Alright, that I can lock. We're fighting 7 now, so having it for 8, it's not the best. God, this is a really shitty cursed item. Look at that. This barely changes anything. Sometimes the cursed items aren't really that good. Alright, either of those getting cursed is good. Maybe the alien baby cursed actually could be good. I hate that item now. I used to like it, but you know, one of the worst reworks on an item I've seen. But maybe cursed it's okay. Maybe I can get the negative reduced enough. But whatever. Probably still not worth me locking. Actually, I've gotten a decent amount of HP on this run, which is rare. Might actually have enough HP to be able to survive some, you know, when I inevitably make a mistake. It's already starting to lag though on the PC, and you'll notice, pay attention to the SMG shots when it lags. It definitely makes me skip shots. It's really stupid in that regard. Alright, do we want some speed? Probably, because I'm just dumping it all left and right and center. Do I take this? No. Not taking a weird ghost. Try to get that cursed, I think. Don't care about small fish anymore. Just one is fine. It's already cursed. Revolver. Technically benefits from it being cursed more than the SMG, I think. I mean, if you look at the difference here, just to illustrate it. You got tier 1 versus tier 1. Usually it's a gigantic difference, right? Of a tier 1 versus a cursed. Like, a cursed tier 1 often equals like a tier 4 of an item, but in this case, a measly 3 different damage, because like I said, increasing the range percent damage here doesn't matter much when I'm not even obligated to take range damage, when I can scale purely off my curse, and it's not like the 35% curse changes when this gets cursed. And yeah, my crit modifier goes up by 0.2, that's like nothing, and I already don't have crit anyway. The cooldown is exactly the same, the range is exactly the same. It's actually hardly any better. Even this one, it's like the only functional difference between the tier 2 is 5 damage and a crit modifier. That's literally it. But I suppose I'm obligated to still take it. I don't know. I should probably lock that as well, and hope that the revolver gets cursed. Now I don't remember what the damage was. Maybe it was like 160. So if it does get cursed, we'll try to see what the damage difference is. I'm sure it will be much more relevant. But still not really, because again, we're not really taking flat range damage. That was kind of the idea here, is that I don't have to take range damage, since I have curse to scale and I can just focus on other stuff. So really what I should actually be trying to do is just curse the items, because the items are the only thing that give me a proper thing. So like, yeah, maybe I am misplaying by trying to curse the weapons. It's just like, gotta remember that I have celery tea here, so I can't really, I probably should not have bought the loot alien, but whatever. I actually killed him anyway, so it's all good. Alright, take that so we don't see it. This is honestly iffy on like I said, this character in my experience is like it feels like I'm just OP and then I'm dead. And this will accelerate that, but I think we take it. That's a lot of items. I do wonder if I should take crit to actually get some benefit out of these cursed items. But is it even worth it when I've already dumped 4? Probably not. Let's just take the percent damage. Alright, none of them got cursed. That's probably no big deal. Let's just do this. I'll still probably... Oh, it was only 46 damage. Why did I think it was like 120 damage? So at 0.4 cooldown, it's about the same DPS with a little bit more range, but it does have that cooldown. So it's probably actually not worth my money here. Alright, we'll go max on Fush. I could try to curse this, but I really don't care to. Celery T into wave 9 with no piercing does sound kinda iffy. But it would be a way to counteract my downside of losing experience gain. You'll notice I'm only level 10. Am I fucked into this wave, I wonder? Yeah, we'll try it. I feel like you do have to be a certain level of greedy here. I may not take the wheelbarrow though. I need to like find something to lock. I may not take this scar because I already got these. Then I can roll again. Try to get something there. Yeah, this would be, yeah, like I said, we want the items to be cursed, and this is a hell of an item to curse. Even though we are already getting lifesteal, I need it real fast, and this will accelerate that if I can get it cursed. So we hope that it doesn't lag too much, because then my shots are going to stop proccing. As long as I can keep the lag down, I need to kill as many enemies as fast as possible to prevent the bug from happening. So we'll keep... maybe my low amount of range will be good here, because it will force me to stay close to these enemies. I may just end up getting overwhelmed here, though, because I took Celery T. My thought was that I would one-shot these squishies anyway, so it's not that relevant, but there are still a significant amount of tanks on this wave that we can't really forget about. Plus, they'll be cursed. Alright, we got through that wave. Still not out of the weeds yet, though, because like I said, death comes later. Take the attack speed here. Take the armor here. Got a curse, nice. Not even that good though. It didn't even double the value. It went from 4 to 7, but that's still fine. The +3 curse in a way is actually what we want. I don't think we want that. We're having lifesteal. Jeez, it really likes to give me Celery T. Am I tagged for Celery T on this character? I mean, I think we take it. Wave 10 is not... There's a lot of tanks in Wave 10. How have I only gained 5 stats from this? Did I really only get the first Celery T 1 wave ago? I don't know, apparently I did. I think we are obligated to take this tractor. It's certainly early enough to. Should I have taken the tier 3 slingshot, I wonder? I think it could have been maybe worth taking. Should I try to lock this? Because I can just upgrade it right now and roll again. I think we'll do that. I don't care about Shredder. Alright, I should lock something. I mean, I've got 3 of these hooks. I guess these, they're not really that good. I don't want to lose more range, but my hands are tied. It didn't give me a good roll there, so could have just locked the SMG, but I don't know. It kind of comes back down to, like, as I laid out the math there, I really don't benefit from that much from cursing these SMGs. I much more benefit from cursing items, so I thought it was better just to buy the weapon and try for items there. Alright, Celery T on this wave, just gotta remember that. Don't try to be a hero. Oh, this is potentially death. I need to really make sure I don't get surrounded, because this is what happens with this character. It's like, you get surrounded. Okay, luckily I can use glitches to my advantage there. You'll notice my character just massively sped up, because if you edge hug, sometimes it just sort of rockets you forward. Alright, we got through it. Couldn't really pick up many things. I don't think it's worth it. That's definitely worth it. I need some range. Could take some of this. Since I have cursed weapons, I should take some. Alright, this got cursed. Didn't really help it that much, but hey, we'll take the 2 curse. I will not take that. I will take that. I will take that. Cursed laser gun, huh? Cooldown of 1.73. That's certainly not enticing. Yeah, I'm not taking that shitty weapon. Shotgun also benefits pretty well from this modifier of having the curse damage. 34x4 is certainly good. That's arguably better than what I'm working with here. We'll take that for sure. It's another weapon that won't benefit that much from curse, unless it might actually give me an extra projectile. I can't remember. If it gives me an extra projectile, then this one actually properly benefits from curse. Let's try to get it cursed just to see. So it has 4 normally. Honestly, I think I'm going to take this. I'm going to be getting overwhelmed because I won't be able to kill stuff. So, yeah, do that. I could take the butterfly. I think we're good on lifesteal now, though. So, I will take this just to get positive on crit chance and get another curse. And we'll just try to get that shotgun curse to see if it's worth taking. I may still not take it. I mean, I'll probably take it. It's good at killing elites and somewhat good at killing AoE, and I think it benefits from being cursed more than the SMG does in the context of I am creature. You know, and I'll say this, on a character where I actually stack range damage, the cursed SMG is good, right? The reason cursed SMG is not good is because I'm specifically not stacking range damage, because I feel I don't need to. I would still take range damage if it came my way, it just has not come my way, which is often the case, right? I'm still buying it and taking it when I see it, but I just don't see it that often. I actually don't think I'll take this. I've got enough experience gained. Okay. Stick to my guns here. I have a lot of harvesting. I think we take the crit chance. I have, you know, we want to leave room for like things like tentacle to be good as well. Okay, it did get cursed. It did not give me an extra projectile. The damage did go up more though than the SMG does, right? Yeah, I mean the tier 3 cursed item hardly even better than the tier 1 non-cursed item for SMG. But that shotgun went from like in the 30s of damage to 50 being cursed, so I would not mind doing that. I don't think we take mouse. I would only take it if I wanted specifically the lifesteal, which I don't. I guess I'll take this. Take this so we can hopefully get another one, then we just don't see it anymore. This is certainly good here, I think. This is a reason to get crit. Yeah, we'll take it. I'm going to leave both these locked since they are items. I probably should have just left the other one locked, but we have a horde, so I feel like I need this piercing right now, and I think I do. The reason I could have rolled there and just bought those, but they didn't really entice me in their non-cursed form to buy, but those items are really good when cursed because You know, it's a downside that I care about, so reducing the downside is good, along with an upside that I care about. So that's like the prime example of an item you want to curse. I'm getting legitimate benefit out of it. Getting to that point where you usually just die on this character, because... And that's why I didn't take the fucking mouse, by the way, and why I did take the white flag. Alright, we got through that. Do I want the flat range damage or the attack speed? Because now I benefit from the attack speed having a shotgun, and the shotgun might arguably be my best weapon. We'll find out here. I'm going to take the attack speed. Got both of them cursed, so that's good. I guess I actually don't care about the knockback, so that's a lie on mutation, but whatever. I'll still take it. Cyclops Worm, though, I do not want to lose the range. It didn't even, like, hurt. This is a real bad curse here. Like, it hardly hurt the reduce of range, and it didn't even put the percent damage up that much. Okay, 47 by 4. Why don't we just combine... Like, a tier 1 non-cursed shotgun is probably even better than my tier 4 cursed SMG, so let's take it. I could have also just locked it, but I think we'll find more shotguns. So this did 6k. I guess it technically is doing less damage than the SMGs though, so maybe I'm just tripping, but I don't know. Take that. Take this. Should I try to curse it? I don't care about cape, to be honest. It's too much money for essentially just getting dodge and reducing my damage. Do I want a blunderbuss? It's actually weird that blunderbuss doesn't scale with curse naturally, it looks like. I didn't even notice that. Like, why is it listed as a naval gun then? Shitty item, whatever, shitty weapon. I'll lock that, go one more here. Okay, that's already cursed, but it... Not even that good, it's just 2 armor, minus 1 HP. I think I'll take it though, because I am lacking in armor. Yeah. And it's a cheap way to get it. I do kind of wish though that some of those items, when they have a downside that can't be reduced lower because it's already at -1, that it can just take the downside away. It would make those items a lot better to curse. Yeah, because it's minus... Maybe, I actually can't remember. Maybe that one is -2 HP normally. But like, Cake would be like an example. It's like -1% damage. Always, so the cursed one just sticks at -1 instead of just taking it away. It'd be a lot better if it just took it away. You see there, I make one false step and I'm down to half health. That's why this character frickin' sucks. It's like... Yeah, everything doing so much damage is not equaling best character in the game, in my opinion, but, you know, whatever. We have no explosions, and we most likely never will, so I'm just going to recycle that. That I will take. I definitely don't mind taking that. We'll take that. Alright, it did not get cursed, so I may not take it, but I'll probably still take it. I would love to get, like, a Shackles to replenish our... range. It really wants me to take scars. I'm like, whatever, my thing is pretty good. Do I take that? I guess so. Ooh, that we should definitely take. That's super good. If we can get that curse, that would be amazing. Definitely take that. Glass Cannon's a good one to curse as well. Let's try to get them both cursed. We have like no elites actually, so I don't even know that I take this. I think we'll just call it good there. We got a horde coming up instead of an elite, so... Crash Zone Wave 17 or 18 elite does not need any help. If I can get through the next 2 waves, I'm probably good. I do think my theory of... I mean, granted, my RNG has been pretty impeccable on this run, so to me it's a high roll run anyway, but I will say the SMG glitch of lagging and not getting your fire rate is significantly less bad on my PC than it is on my deck. I will grant it that. So I guess I wasn't lying when I said I'm playing in a different world than the rest of the community. I quite literally am, it seems, because this doesn't feel so bad, I'll be honest. This hasn't felt so bad. Definitely, since we got the bloody hand, we'll just take any of that shit that comes our way. I think we take the range here. Alright, bloody hand and that got cursed. That's really good. So you can see the glass cannon, proper cursed item, like instead of 3 armor, it's only -1, which is a gigantic difference. Literally 3 times as good. And then the damage. Percent damage didn't go up that much, but that's fine. We'll take that, take that. I guess we could lock this. I would love to get another one of these cursed. You can see that there's a pretty big difference here. I mean, granted, this is tier 3 versus 2, but it's like 100 damage difference. You know what, to illustrate the difference, so let's just do this. Let's see what the actual difference here is. It's still better than the SMG difference, I would say. You know, 50 damage here versus 100. Less than 100. I mean, I guess it's not that much, but it's like, I don't know, the crit modifier is even better for the shotgun, it looks like. 0.3 instead of 0.2. And more piercing, actually. So definitely the curse is better for the shotgun compared to the SMG. Definitely better, I would say. Upgrade that. We could lock that. I suppose at this point the lens is not even worth locking, even if it gets cursed. Is that true? It's maybe not true. Maybe it is worth just getting 2 range damage for cheap. So this is a horde, but we're just crushing it here. Are we? Maybe we're not. All it takes is them getting on top of me and I'm dead, so... I've high-rolled so many things here. I've high-rolled, like, immediately getting the bloody hand cursed, immediately getting the damage, whatever cursed, and it still actually doesn't feel like I'm that powerful. I couldn't pick anything up there. Literally nothing. We need a range. Probably some speed would be good too. Is the lucky coin worth taking? Because I have this now. Let's try to curse it. I don't know. What does the luck do for me at this point? I didn't take any of the luck scaling damage things. I don't even think it's worth me taking. That's probably worth it. Probably should have tried to curse that, but whatever. Just curse that. And I will say this, even though I've high rolled and this run feels good, I'm not convinced on Creature being the best in the game at the very least. Maybe not quite as bad as I made it out to be if you're playing on a PC instead of a Steam Deck. I do say on Steam Deck though, for sure, this character's awful. Absolutely awful. Because of that bug. It's like, try to play those other weapons on it, try to play SMG, whatever, it's just like impossible. I literally cannot kill the map on Steam Deck. Like there's not even like there's the factor of like I can't make a mistake, right? Because you're just immediately gonna die. But even beyond that, like I literally can't kill the map on Steam Deck with this character. No matter what weapon I take. I've tried almost every weapon in that list, by the way. Like, I'm underselling it on, like, 6. I'm pretty sure I've done it, like, 12 times. I've died, like, 12 times in a row with this character. I'm, like, I'm underselling it. Take that, take that. Probably the percent damage here is better than the lifesteal. God, I gotta say, it's... The rounding on this barnacle sucks. It's, like... 4% only becomes 5%. Like, come on. That is trash. Whatever. This doesn't cleanly come in, so maybe I should just lock it. But then I got 898 bucks here. Let's just do this. Alright, definitely taking that. Now, Black Flag is so good that I should just take it. Maybe I won't take the bag, though. Okay, this I will definitely take. Do I try to curse it? That's a super good cursed item. I think I just take it because I'm going right into the elite and I probably need the extra range to, like, give myself a nice buffer. Okay, I can definitely lock that. And I can definitely lock that. Alright, those look good to me. Oh my god. I will admit that guy died pretty fast. But I could have died because, like, I honestly couldn't really see him that well. And I was like thinking, like, where is the elite? And then the next thing I know, he's kind of like right on top of me, and I could have just died there. But okay, we're good. Looks like we may finally win on the crash set with this stupid character. I mean, for me, maybe it's just how I evaluate characters. For me, I would never list this as one of the best characters in the game. Like, for me, it's like characters that just have consistency and are relatively easy to play. Things like Soldier, Speedy, Doctor, Masochist, where there's just, you can make a lot of mistakes. Granted, maybe Soldier doesn't fall into that, but Soldier's just so easy because you literally just sit there and kill everything, and there's like no high rolling required. This I do lose a little bit of lifesteal, but I'm sure it's not enough for me to care. Okay, I feel like I get more barnacle value out of not taking the armor, even though the armor is the stat that I want here. I think I'm just going to take crit. Alright, at least we got that cursed. Can definitely take that. I got 600 bucks here. You know what? Let's just do this. I should have bought this just so I stopped seeing it. But everything's so expensive now. Take that. Definitely not taking ball and chain. Could have maybe took that elemental thing, actually. And none of this. Baby with a beard. I would go back down to negative range. And I don't have AoE issues. We just need to kill the boss at this point. Tardigrade would be good. Let's try to curse it, though. I don't need it for the next 2 waves. Hopefully. Alright, there's another one that we can curse, and I'll just buy that. Yeah, I mean, I'm thinking off the top of my head, let's say every creature run goes as this one for me just went. I would still rank everybody I talked about before as being better, but I would also rank like Loud as better. I would rank Entrepreneur as better. I would rank Hunter as better. I would rank I would probably even rank Streamer as better, honestly. I've gotten good enough with Streamer that I can win almost every time I play him. I would rank Ranger as better. Definitely Ogre. Ogre as better. Builder. Trying to think of like the new ones. Romeo for sure better. Guess the crit chance is positive there. I need like, yeah, tier 4 or better. So this late, I probably just want the HP, honestly. Alright, both these got cursed, that's nice. Now this glass cannon is a lot better than the other one. I don't think we... yeah, we'll take it. The attack speed, it sucks to lose the attack speed for sure, but what are you gonna do? Could have tried to curse that. I don't know. I guess I'll try to curse that. Man, these things... wait, what is going on here? Why is this tier 1 doing like the same damage as the tier 3? Wait. So confused. I guess... yeah. I guess it makes sense because I don't have range damage. I mean, I have some. I've got 24 range damage. I'm a little confused here. Why is... I guess a shotgun normally just sucks complete ass in terms of like what it does as you upgrade it. I mean, I know I'm getting the majority. It's pretty obvious that the majority of my damage here is coming from curse, right? I have 140 curse versus 20 something range damage. It's just like pretty wild to me that the tier 1 is like literally as good as the tier 3. But obviously we would want it cursed, so we'll try to curse it here. Oh, I'm an idiot. Why did I take Tardigrade? Like I said, I'm not the best player. Am I the worst? Maybe. You pull a move like that, you can't really defend yourself on that front. I mean, I had multiple waves to even think about that. And I had to see it happen in front of my face to even understand what was happening. You know what? I'll still say it's positive. It'll protect me if I accidentally run straight into a boss or something, which is something I have already done on this run once, so... the only boss I faced, I ran straight into him, so... it's actually a genius move for me to still take the Tardigrade when I have a bloody hand. Top tier genius level play. We'll take it, we'll not take it. We'll take that, even though I don't really need it. Alright, it is cursed and a whole lot better than... well, let's compare the tier 4 non-cursed to the tier 1 cursed. Pretty big difference, actually. I guess the tier 4 does technically get 2 more shots, though. So, I don't know, maybe it is not actually better, but yeah, whatever. Okay, we definitely don't need any of that. One more why not take one more Tardigrade? I mean, again, if I accidentally run into the... oh, you know what it would allow me to do is to take the weird ghost. No, I'm not gonna do that. I feel like the boss would like take forever to spawn and be like on the other edge of the map, and I would actually die, even with my 3 Tardigrades. So let's not do something stupid like that. Sharp bullet not needed. Could have used you a lot earlier, buddy. Wow, this shop fucking sucks.com. Like, everything is useless. Okay, we got the, as I complain, I finally get some good shit here, though. For this fight, a gentle alien, sure. Let's just fight, then. Looks like I would have been fine. Now, I'll admit, if this was my own tournament against myself, this would have been a good run. I mean, I killed both elites in under 5 seconds. So by that scoring metric, it did pretty fine, and it didn't really have any trouble. So, like, yeah, this was a really easy run. But I do maintain that our RNG could have been much better. Like, everything kept getting cursed instead of the usual just nothing getting cursed, and I got, like, every item I could ever hope for. And I got a ton of experience offered early to counteract the experience loss. So, but I think the main thing here actually is that when I was playing on deck, weapons like SMG just literally don't work. That's something, but to counteract that point, I still play streamer with SMG, and he does just fine on my deck. So even with the attack reduction, so I still don't think creature. I maintain every character I listed out. Let's go through each character real quick. Let's get the stats first. So 420. Wow, that's awesome. No 69 there though, so not so awesome. You know, these are things that are important to keep in mind when you're looking at numbers. 108 there, not much. I didn't really play into it that much. 0. Yeah, such a good item. That's another item people are like, this is the best item in the game. I'm like, okay, maybe for you. No damage there, pretty typical. 1, 2, 3, that's a significant number. So we got 420 and 1, 2, 3. How much did we get there? 240%? Not bad. 265, not bad at all. That is a hell of an item, don't you think? 531, I knew that would be good. It always is. That item is always good. This was the best ever. Yeah, okay. And then, what about the weapons? 10k there, 13k, 8k. The SMGs actually outperformed the shotguns. That's not what I expected, so maybe I could have been better just to stick with the SMG. But let's just see. Well-rounded, I would not rank. I'll only just... People, if it's close, or if they're not above, I'm just not going to mention them as I go through these. Crazy, I 100% would rather play than Creature, and I think he's better. Ranger is better. Mage is better. Lucky with loot is better, even though I don't like Lucky as much as most. Loud is better, come on. Multitasker with sticks, come on, better. Pacifist is technically better, because it's just such a free win, but it's the most boring character in the game, so you know what, fuck you, Pacifist, you don't get it. I hate Gladiator, Saber I hate. Sick is definitely better, in my opinion. Farmer, definitely better. I don't like Ghost. Speedy, definitely better. Soldier, definitely better. Bull's close. I'll not say that he's better, though. Renegade is better. I think King's overrated. Golem is better. Fisherman, if you're good at him, which I'm not, is better, but so I'll say, for me, not better. Cryptid is better. Apprentice, probably better. Lich is better. Jack is way better. Jack is so good in the new, you know, they buffed him, and he's just, yeah, one of the best characters in the game. Glutton, definitely better. Cyborg, I need to relearn how to play Cyborg. I'll say for now it's questionable. Streamer's definitely better. Arms Deal's definitely better. Artificer's definitely better. Hunter's definitely better. Doctor's definitely better. I don't like Explorer. I think Engineer is pretty good with the changes to Engineer. Engineer was already better, but Engineer is actually one of the best characters in the game. Entrepreneur is for sure better. Masochist is for sure better. Knight, even though I think he's overrated, is for sure better. Demon is for sure better. Baby obviously is for sure better. Vagabond, eh, 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 eh. Better, better, eh. I didn't really. I can't say with Chef because I haven't played the guy enough. Druid's definitely better. Dwarf I remember sucking. Gangster, I don't remember much other than he was super RNG. Diver's better for sure. Hiker's better for sure. I didn't like Bucker, but Ogre's better for sure. Ogre is really good, and romantic. I called him Romeo. Romantic's for sure better. So, still, I think I'm living in a world where I'm, even without the Steam Deck thing, I'm like, yeah, I don't know what people are smoking when they say Creature is the single best character in the game. You know, you can make a statement like that about probably half the characters in the game, and I'll see where you're coming from. I don't see where you're coming from with this character to say that. I mean, yeah, obviously the top end is great. I killed those elites in 5 seconds, so I get that aspect of it, but like, I can't reconcile it with the fact that I literally died like between 6 and 12 times in a row on my Steam Deck in the last couple of nights playing it. You know, whatever. I can't reconcile that. But anyway, as always, thanks for watching. Until next time, peace.